In this video, we're going to set up the breakdowns for the capoeira fighter. Alright, so jump back in Maya and we're ready to start. So with the capoeira fighter, we're gonna start to set up the frames from 1 and 29. So just check on the video, we see that from frame 1 and frame 29, there is something happening. There is a ginga step, the first step of the capoeira. Okay, before start fighting. And what we're gonna do is set up our first pose onto frame 13. So we're just gonna do that. We grab our character and we deselect the main control and we just press S key. And what we're gonna do now is shift the character a little bit backward because it's gonna make a little step forward in the frame 13. So this leg is gonna be forward, and what we want is to prevent problems on shifting the legs and all this stuff. So with on frame 1 we grab the center of gravity control and the leg control, the foot controllers and the knee controllers as well, and we just drag our character back. This is enough. Great. We now know that these two poses are shifted. So what we're going to do, since we know that this leg is going to go forward, okay, and checking our frame, we want that this leg is going to stay in the same position. This is not actually going to move. So we just copy the frame 1 onto frame 13. So we have this kind of stuff. Obviously that's not the result that we want. In fact, we have to fix our center of gravity and shift the weight a little bit more forward, and we step this card a little bit more in the step forward. All right, so we fix our pose and we rotate it a little bit forward with the spine control twisted on the side and on Y rotation. Great. So we grab our torso and we try to straighten it up, and we rotate the head so the capoeira fighter can look straight in the eyes of the karate fighter. Okay, so now we grab our arm rotation and we push it up and we create what is the guard pose. So where the capoeira fighter started to defend himself. Okay, perfect. So we're just gonna rotate it up. All right. So I'm just gonna push this arm a little bit backward. So, alright, and the palm up, facing up. Great. Okay, so now we can step on the second pose. But first of all, I just wanna check if the pose I've done is correct. So on frame 13, we check. Just 1 second. And I think this is a little bit more forward. Alright, and we rotate it a little bit more in the local like this. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna step it more forward, and the head is up and the arm is a little bit down, a little bit bent as well. Perfect. So now that we know that our first pose is done, we are ready to step on the frame 21, where is gonna be the second pose. So with all the controllers selected, apart from the main control, we press S again, and we see that on frame 21 there is a leg lifting up and all the weight it started to shift on one side and standing on one leg only. So we're just gonna do that in Maya, and we select the full controller, we lift it up, and we just rotate it, and we push a little bit backward in y-axis now. Okay, so now we're gonna start to get the pose a little bit off balance because it's starting to get the step, and we have to make sure that the character is getting off balance, is standing only on this leg. Alright, so we lift the body a little bit more up in the word axis. Okay, so perfect. So we shift a little bit more backward. To make it more backward, we have to put it the center of gravity a little bit more down. So we will rotate the foot a little bit more, and we check our knee control that is in the right position. Okay, so I think it's fine so far. Perfect. So we check back again to our video, we see that the back is always forward. So we select our spine control, and we rotate it forward like this. Okay, so in this case I think is the torso the one who's rotating, and the arm is a bit forward. Alright, so we just rotate it down, and the forearm a little bit straight. Great. So we can see that little slowly the animation is getting shape. We just get a little bit more patience for set up the poses. Alright, so we select this arm control as well, and we do the same with the other arm. We grab it, we rotate it, and we put this palm up. I prefer always up, and I really suggest you to try to practice capoeira, or at least to have a one-day try, because it's really fascinating as an art. You need to be a little bit strong when you practice, because it's really acrobatic. But the basic steps, I think that everyone can do it. So I'm just suggesting you to try. Alright, so we keep rotating this arm, and this arm is a little bit forward, and I guess is a little bit down, is more down. Okay, and is a tiny bent. We check the video again, and I think that there we are. And obviously we don't have to forget that the capoeira fighter is facing the karate fighter. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just press play, and let's see what we have. Okay, so 0 out, and just press play. Perfect. So we got the first two breakdowns now, and into the next lesson we're gonna keep working on to the breakdowns for the capoeira fighter. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you into the next video.